Good morning, students. Welcome back to your computer class. In the previous class, we have discussed about some formulas of Excel. We have seen some errors also while writing formulas, how we can copy them, how we can edit them. These all things we have seen. So let's revise them first and then we will come to our next topic. So coming back to the textbook, as we have discussed about these topics, how will you enter a formula and creating a formula, you can type formula into any cell in your worksheet. A formula helps you to calculate and analyze the data in your worksheet. Means whenever you use a formula, it will help you to calculate or analyze the data in your worksheet. A formula begin with an equal to sign. See, it is compulsory to put a equals to sign before the formula. Likewise, we are using a equals to sign at the last while we are doing calculation in mathematics. But in Excel, if you are calculating, then you have to use equals to sign before the values, and then you can put your value and operator as per your choice. Okay, see here where it is written. Click on the cell where you want to enter a formula. This means key wherever you want to put a formula, first you have to select that cell. See, in Excel what happened, whatever formatting you want to do, whatever changes you want to do, first you have to select the cell, then only you will get the effect of that, means the result you will get, what things you are applying. Type an equals to sign to begin the formula. Excel displays the formula in the formula bar and in the active cell. Okay, so this is the active cell and Excel is displaying this thing is formula bar also. Click on the first cell you want to refer in the formula. Okay, click on the first cell you want to refer in the formula and Excel inserts the cell reference into the formula. As cell reference is a unique value, or you can say the cell address, so when you are doing the calculation and clicking on the cell means selecting the cell, okay, it will put the cell reference after equals to sign for the calculation. Then type an operator, minus, plus, divide, multiply for the formula, and then click on the next cell you want to refer in the formula, means after the operator the next cell reference will be there, and after that when you press enter you will get the answer. You can repeat 4 or 5 4 and 5 to enter all the data in the formula. Okay, so by this you can write number of cell references, means the number of items you have inserted, the number of data you have inserted in your Excel sheet. As per them you can do the calculation. So coming next, Altering a formula. You can alter a whole formula into your worksheet. A formula helps you to calculate and analyze the data in your worksheet. So it's not that it is limited. You can put number of cell references or whatever formula you are having, you are creating, the whole formula you can insert for the calculation. Editing a formula, yes, you can edit your formula also. If you have written something wrong or you have choose the wrong cell address, then you can change the cell reference. Okay, I hope it is clear to all. Double click on the cell containing the formula you want to change. Double click on that formula which you want to change. Now the formula appears in the cell. Excel outlines each cell used in the formula with a different color. You will see when you are double clicking, the cell references are being displayed in different colors: red, green, yellow, blue. Okay, so the second step is press the arrow key to move the flashing insertion point to where you want to remove or add characters. If you want to remove it, then you can delete it, backspace, or if you want to add it, you can just put a new operator and then you can write the character. To add data where the insertion point flashes on your screen, type the data. To delete the data where insertion point flashes, use backspace and delete. Okay, so when you finish making changes to the formula, press enter key. You will get the result. Okay, next, copying a formula. Okay, if you want to use the same formula in your worksheet several times, what you will do means if you have 100 data, you will write 100 times the calculations. No. So what you will do? So to save your time by copying the formula, okay. So Excels have one interesting feature. This is known as autofill feature. Okay. Autofill, automatic fill, will quickly copy formulas across rows and columns in your worksheet. Then what you have to do? Enter the formula you want to copy to other cells. Click on the cell containing the formula, this one, and then the formula bar displays the formula of the cell. Position of the mouse over the bottom right corner of the cell. Here you will see this sign, a plus sign. Then plus changes to the small plus sign. Okay, that is crosshair. Drag the mouse over the cell you want to copy till where you want to copy. You will drag it and you will see the data, means the result will be displayed. Okay, here you can easily see the result you have got in the total. And to view one of the new formulas, click a cell that received a copy formula. The formula bar displays the formula of the new cell. When you are clicking on this, what you will see, the formula bar is showing you the formulas in a formula bar of which the result or the cell you have selected of that cell. So it's very easy. If you perform any calculations, there's autofill feature. You don't number of times the same formula. Okay, so coming next here, displaying formulas. You can display the formulas in the worksheet instead of the results of the calculation. If you don't want to see the result of the calculation which you have done, if you simply want the formulas to be shown, so that option is also available. These cells contains formulas. By default, Excel displays formula result in your worksheet. Okay, the formula bar displays formula for the active cell. Here it is showing the formula of this active cell. So click on formulas tab on the ribbon, means here, and then show formula. Here you will click the show formula and it will show you. Okay, likewise, if you see here, you can see here it is written. Okay, I have done, this is total. Okay, now what is there here? You can do what? Click on formulas, show formula. See here, now it is showing formula. Now it's not showing the result, it's showing the formula which we have used to calculate. Okay, if you don't click on this, then what happened? It will not show. See here. So this also you can do. I hope now it is clear to you all. So now, function. What is function? So a function is a built-in formula that you can use to perform a calculation on the data in your worksheet. Remember, it's a built-in formula. You don't have to create anything. Okay, it is predefined. Okay, it has been made earlier in Excel. So these formulas we can directly use in our calculations. Functions are ready-made formulas that perform a series of operations. Okay, and Excel's offer 300 functions, not 1 or 2 or 10, 300 functions you can use to perform mathematical calculations on your worksheet. Example, average, count, maximum, sum. These all calculations you can perform while using functions. Each function in Excel has a name. Okay, like as you are seeing here, average, count, max, sum. This is the data, and we can choose any one to do the calculation. Function always begins with a equals to sign, like formula. The data that Excel will use to calculate a function enclosed in parentheses. Okay, these all are in the parentheses bracket. If you have opened it, it will not execute. Okay, you can type function directly into your worksheet cell or use the formulas tab to the ribbon. These two methods you can use. Next one is specified individual cells. Okay. When a comma separates cell reference in function, Excel uses each cell to perform the calculations. Sum A1, A2, A3. So it's the same as the formula A1 plus A2 plus A3. As we are writing earlier, the formula A1 plus A2 plus A3. Now, while using function, we will have equals to sum A1, A2, A3. So this is for individual cell. If you want to do the calculation with individual cells, then you will use this comma. Now, a group of cells, if we talk about, so when a colon separates cell reference in a function, Excel uses a specified cell and all cells between them to perform a calculation. Means from A1 to A3. Okay. So from A1 to A3, that means A1, A2, A3. Okay. This is same as A1 plus A2 plus A3. But the difference is that we are taking a group of cells. We are not writing number of times each column name or a cell name reference there. Okay. We just take the first and last till where you want to calculate with the colon sign here. Okay. As I have used in this Excel sheet. Okay. You can see sum B5 colon F5 from B5 to F5 in between C5, D5, E5 all are being in this. So I have taken the first and the last one. Okay. If you want to double click, see here. Okay, and then press enter. You will see the formula, and it is showing in the formula bar also the active cell. Clear? So this thing you can do using functions. Coming back to our textbook. Now, type of function. There are 11 categories in which Excel has grouped function. Each category include a variety of functions. So 11 categories, and these all have different functions. So let's begin with that. First one is cube. If you are using complex OLAP formulas such as pivot table, so cube function takes the OLAP data and display it in a cell. So in cube category, if we are making any tables, pivot table, then function take the data and display it in a cell. Date and time includes what? Functions of calculating date, time and minutes. There are some calculations related to date, time and minute. So date and time functions allow to calculate date, time and minutes. Engineering. This category offers all kinds of functions for engineering calculations. Whatever the calculations we are doing in engineering work, what happen? The Excel allows this category for all kinds of function for calculating engineer calculations. Okay. Now, financial are related to the monetary terms. Calculating and tracking loans, So as you can see, for calculating tracking loans, principals, interest, yield, depreciation, future values. Okay, so this is a financial category which includes functions related to the calculation of tracking loans, principals, interest, depreciation, and future values. Okay, like as you will see that when you are going to take loan from the bank, or any bike loan or a car loan or cash loan, so they are calculating the interest according to the number of years. These all things are done under the category of what? Financial in Excel. And they just put insert the amount of your loan, and it automatically shows according to the rate of interest, the principal amount, the values, and what will be the future values. These all things will be in financial information. Includes function for logical conjectures, sorry, includes function for testing your data. Okay, this will test your data. It will take what type of data you are entering, or you on which data you are working is of what type. Okay, now logical includes function for logical conjectures such as if then statements. Okay, these works on logical conjectures. Like there is a condition, if you are putting any condition like if then statement, two conditions are there and you have to choose. If this happens, otherwise this. Like if India wins, otherwise next team will win, or this happens. So if then statements are under this. Lookup and references. Use these functions to locate references or specific values in your worksheet. For locating the specific values or the references of your cell, you can use this category. Now mathematical and trigonometric includes a wide variety of functions for mathematical calculations of all types. So what happens? Mathematical calculation of all types means whatever calculations you are doing related to the trigonometric formulas, under root, logical functions, plus, minus, multiplication, divide, and you have that equation, exponents. These all types of calculation are done under the category mathematical and trigonometric. Statistical data. Okay, statistical data. This category includes functions for calculating averages, probabilities, rankings, trends, and more. So whatever the data you are having, and statistically you want to calculate, then you will use average, or you will use probabilities. Uncertainty, probability means uncertainty of the certain events to happen or not. This, now the rankings up and down, you can see also bar graph, pie chart, then trends and more. These all are come under the category statistical. Text. Use these text-based functions to search and replace data and other text tasks. If you want to replace the data or you want to search a data in the Excel, you have to use text. I hope clear to you all these all points which I have explained. Read it once in your book and you will get it. Okay, and when we are doing the calculation, If there is a need, we will use these formulas also. Okay, and if you don't have need, then why we will use? But these formulas are needed to calculate these type of data. That's why I'm explaining you. Okay, different departments, different era, we will use these formulas as per the need. Okay, now database, if you are using Excel as a database program, you can use the database function to count, add, file database items. Okay, for what? For to count, add and file database items. If you are working Excel as a database program, if you have made Excel as a database programs, entering the records of the students, records of some employees, salaries, items, these all things you are making. Okay, these all things you can do while under this category database. Now, common functions. Okay, so these are the common functions, some of the most important or popular common functions listed below. Let's see what are them. Sum, maths and trigonometric category, add values, syntax, sum number 1, number 2. So this one is very important, you are going to use add values, so sum function is used. Then round, this will also come under the maths and trigonometric category. Round a number, specify the number of digits. What syntax you will use? Equals to round, then number. Okay, count, statistical, returns a count of text numbers in a range, count value 1, value 2. Average, statistical, average a series of arguments. This will calculate the average of the series of arguments written over there. Formula is average number 1, number 2, the number which you are having, that numbers will be inserted here. Then min and max, both statistical, returns the smallest value minimum and returns the largest value maximum. Both formula have equals to min equals to max, number 1, number 2. Then median, statistical data, again returns the middle value. Okay, median itself representing middle value, equals to median number 1 and number 2. Now PMT, this is related to the financial category. Periodic payments means the payments which are periodic, like you have taken a loan and every month you have to pay the amount on this date. So this is periodic. Okay, so this, for this there is a formula, syntax equals to PMT, interest rate, number of periods, present value, future value, type. See, equals to, this is another formula for rate. Okay, here returns interest rate, how much interest rate you are just having on your loan. So rate, number of periods, payments, present value, future value, type, and guess. Okay, so this is the syntax, means this is the formula, this is the function you are going to use while calculating these things. Days 360 means date and time, return the number of days between two dates. So days 360 bracket you will write. Then if, again the logical term, returns one of two results, you specify based on whether the value is true or false. Okay, conditional. So if logical text and value if true and value if false. And or, these are also logical returns. True if all the arguments are true, false if any of them is false. So and equals to true if any argument is true, false if any argument is false. If If there is a false argument, it will show false, and if any argument is true, then it will show true. So here also equals to or equals to and. So you are seeing in function also we are using the equals to sign at the beginning. Okay, and these are very important syntax. You must remember these while working on Excel. Clear all of you? So now I think in the next class we are going to discuss about how you will enter a function, and next one is performing common calculations, quickly adding numbers. How will you quickly add the numbers? There are large number of things going here and you have to calculate the calculations. You will just simply write one function and see how quickly you will add the numbers, and then hope we will do the exercise part, not the question answers but exercise we can perform. Okay, thank you.